Dale.
Welcome to Beyond Flow. My name is Tammy. This is Maria, and we are your hosts. We're here today, excited to be with you to talk about a really special, little, powerful concept that connects with the idea of the heart chakra, the idea of expansion held in a tiny little meteorite called Moldavite. We're excited to talk to you about it and wanted to remind you, be sure to like our posts if you do, share them with others. We're on Spotify as well. We look forward to this expansion together. So, starting this out, I kind of wanted us to walk through why this idea came, because it didn't come simply about talking about another crystal. So there's a book that we were actually reading this. It's called The Gospel of Mary. It's by J.J. Hurtak and Desiree Hurtak. And kind of amazing to study them. But I just want to read this portion because it kind of got us to this place. So, according to the Keys of Enoch, we are biotransducers, capable of tuning into the higher sound waves and the vibration levels that are part of the energies of change. But many people do not want to learn to use the language of light because they know it will change the vibrations of their body. It will change the whole structure of their psychology. It will change the sociology of how they live their life. It will change the attitudes they have to those situations that keep them in a quandary. In fact, it may even open a door to another dimension.
Wow.
The idea of light vibration, of all that we truly are, is held in our beliefs, right? In knowing that we can connect to higher consciousness, we can elevate, we can raise vibration if we really want to. So Moldavite, it's a meteorite. I actually wear Moldavite often. I have a bunch of pieces of it in jewelry and other forms. But Moldavite is a meteorite that came millions of years ago. And it turned into a liquid. Then it actually solidified and connected and combined with Earth. And it deposited itself actually in a few regions, but mostly in the Czech Republic. So that's where it's found. And it is one-time occurrence. And the vibration of this little green energy is an unbelievable feeling. Like, you can feel this resonate in your heart especially, but you actually can start sweating holding this. You can actually feel almost a nervousness because we're talking about shifting a vibration in a very incredible, serving and lovely way, but it's strong.
Wow, and so it's a meteorite.
It's a meteorite.
It's a tektite, right? Like that's
It's a tektite. Yeah, it's a tektite. So, you know, there's a couple of things that we wanted to talk about, but I was listening to the radio. It was a talk news piece, and they were talking about.
It's okay, Tammy. You can say you were listening to NPR.
I was listening to NPR. I do listen.
That's how you start your sentences. I was listening to
NPR, and that's so true. Okay. So, but they were talking about this. This is like not positive, but I'm going to twist it to positive. But the moment wasn't. They were talking about this chat group that was discovered. And there were a bunch of university students and faculty that were part of it, and it was a super racist chat room. And they were it was derogatory, mean, aggressive, suggesting harm to others. I mean, it
wow.
was like really bad, but it was like this chat group within the university. And so it was, there was there's some faculty that got, I don't know all that happened, but it wasn't good. But what was being mentioned and what I totally understood is that, to know that something that these deep racist thoughts and terrorizing verbiage is something that used to be kind of marginalized, kind of
Or
on the side,
underground,
underground,
not,
yeah.
right.
And now we live in a society and in a temperament and temperature that allows for very clear, large amounts of people to connect with these ideas. And it's almost as though it's a commonplace thing to hear. And it's almost like it's okay to talk about horrific things that are ideas that are harmful.
Like it has a platform.
It's not about history. It's
Right.
about, we're talking about people creating this vibration now. Yeah.
It has a platform. Okay.
So when I was driving and I was thinking, okay, at the same time that this kind of horrible rhetoric in groups can form and build, at the same time, so are the ideas of expansion and higher vibration and higher consciousness. People come into the store now and they talk to me about energy. They talk to me about raising their vibration. And this is just like not the woo-woo or the also underground back in the day that would talk about these expansive extraterrestrial cosmic ideas, but they are regular people talking about it. And so if there is space for that negativity, there's space and there is for people to understand raising consciousness. And that's where Moldavite comes in. That's why I said, you know what?
Wow.
Let's talk about Moldavite.
Wow.
Because
love that.
Moldavite is an ascension energy. It's an energy that one can connect to when you're looking to transform your life, when you're looking to elevate consciousness or raise your consciousness to the next level. So this is a cosmic idea. It's not a human basic three-dimensional idea. It's a cosmic idea, an ascension, next level. How can I take my life to a new level spiritually? Try Moldavite out. Like you can carry it with you, wear it, hold it, meditate with it, but it is that exact thing to go to the opposite of that negativity that I was hearing.
To connecting to.
And we can expand that vibration. We can all connect with understanding what that means.
I remember one time, I think it was in the other store, this woman came to the store and she was going through a lot with the boyfriend at the time, and she said someone recommended for me to wear Moldavite, and so she wanted a big piece of Moldavite. And so I think, I don't know if you remember, but I know that she touched the pieces that we had, which people have to be very careful these days because there's so much like not real, like fake Moldavite online.
Oh, because it's become,
because whatever it's
become so well known, which is to the point of the expansion of consciousness and that people are excited about it, but it's become so well known that it's being created as fake.
Right.
So you do have to watch
like
out
if
for
you
that.
order on different platforms, they have to be
make sure you know your source.
Yes. So, but I remember, so she came to the store. She was going through like something with the boyfriend, and she didn't know if she should stay, if she should just break up with the boyfriend. So she bought Moldavite. And the next day she came back. As a matter of fact, she called and she's like, "Hi, I'm calling because, I want to return the Moldavite that I bought." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what happened? What was it?" And she goes, "As soon as I got home, he broke up with me." And that's because I know you're very much into like, understanding the meanings of, and I went, this is unbelievable. And I mean, why do you want to return it? You wanted to have clarity. Well,
Right.
I'm not saying the crystal gave you clarity, but you definitely connected. You know, if you want to, if you want to know what you're doing and why you're doing something, you always have to go with the reason why you're doing it. That's your consciousness, right?
Yeah.
So she wanted to have an answer, and she got it, and
she didn't like it.
She didn't like
the answer.
And so she returned it, and I think that was one of the first times that I went, wow, this is a very powerful tool. You know, if when it comes to transformation, which it leads me to, because I know you have a lot to say about Moldavite, but one of the meanings that I got, this is from one of the books. So the spiritual message of Moldavite. So Moldavite carries the energy of a celestial collision, a reminder that even chaos can create something sacred. So Moldavite doesn't come into your life quietly. It arrives when your soul is ready to expand, release, and rise. So working with Moldavite is an invitation to step beyond fear into alignment with your higher self.
Wow.
But I love that part where it says it's a reminder that even chaos can create something sacred.
Absolutely.
So that's,
wow.
It's almost like, you know, it's a very extremely high vibration.
It is. And that's why, like, you know, when people get a piece of Moldavite, we always say, you know, carry it for an hour or two, or wear it for an hour or two, take it off, and sort of allow yourself to get comfortable with the vibration, because it is a high vibration. It is strong. And sometimes it can be so much, like I said earlier, you can start sweating, your heart can race, and it's not a bad thing, but it's like you want to get comfortable. You want to
do you think people choose Moldavite, or do you think Moldavite chooses the person?
I think when you are searching for a path of growth, of elevation, of higher consciousness, you want to spiritually evolve, I think the Moldavite is going to choose you.
Wow.
Because I think crystals in general do that. Moldavite's no exception. Moldavite is a creation of the creator. Crystals were born into the earth.
Right.
Moldavite from the cosmos.
From space.
But it's still the universe.
Wow.
So I think that's when a person can go, what's that? Or I'm curious, because it's not something that I think I would ever think to point out, oh, let me show you Moldavite. It's like the Lemurian quartz. It's not something you think to show, or I choose to show people until they feel an attraction to it. Then let's talk about it, because then it's more like there's a unspoken communication that's happening with that crystal or that meteorite, and you know. So I think that's what I feel. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, so I definitely have witnessed many scenarios like you were showing with the one customer, and there's been many that financial things change, relationships change. You know, there was a lot. I think I was during the COVID period when everybody was sort of, you know, online and at home and, you know, secluded, and Moldavite got very popular during that time.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
And that's when it was like the price of Moldavite went up like 5 times.
Yes,
we would go to crystal shows, and I was like, how am I going to get this for the store? And it's out of control.
Charge so much money for it.
So, but it got popular, and so people started telling all the stories of all these things shifted, and my boyfriend broke up with me, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, if you want your life to transform, and there are things maybe that aren't
in alignment
with that path, and you really are ready, sometimes that's gonna, you know, you're really telling God, like, show me the path.
It's almost like it accelerates that.
It does. It speeds it up. Yeah. But it's still your creation with the
and
creator.
It's your free will.
It's just an energy like any other energy that's measured. I
wear it. I wear it. I mean, this is Moldavite with
Spinel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean,
It's a beautiful energy. It's like a beautiful bracelet.
And I love when I'm called to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, if I wear it for too long, or if I meditate with it, like I just feel like very, like I'm
Yeah.
really in space.
Yeah.
So it's an energy that I, you know, then that at times it's okay. I take it off, and then, you know, maybe I wear something that is more grounded.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but I love to meditate with it, and
Yeah.
and especially like you said, if I want to feel that I want to create something that I know it's my soul is calling me to make a decision, or you know, I don't know what decision. Like I just meditate, I just hold it, and it's like it happens.
Yeah.
It, you know, it's like co-creation, like everything. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not saying, I want to make sure that people don't think that I'm saying, or that we're saying that Moldavite is creating it for
No,
you, because
absolutely not.
That's
No.
never the
It's
the
an
case.
energy, a vibration you're connecting to in your own creation. It's supporting. It's supporting your creation.
It's supporting the
Yeah,
creation. I
yeah.
love that.
And I think what's so special too about Moldavite is the fact that it resonates with the heart chakra. And so when you think about something cosmic, something, you know, from another realm, you know, I go to the crown chakra, right? The divine
Or
inspiration,
third eye,
you know,
or-
the energy that's coming from more above than the physical, right? So that is where this vibration came from, but it mixed with the earth. It liquefied and rehardened and absorbed the vibration of the earth. So now we have something from outer space and something from earth,
The earth
combined
Wow.
together.
Wow.
So when I think about, okay, inspiration and divine connection
love
and all
this.
of that is crown chakra. And then we think about stability, being rooted, being stable, solid and grounded. That's root chakra. Where do they meet?
In the heart.
In the heart. Where do we need to operate from in every decision we make, in every choice or movement? It is from the heart. I'm not saying emotions. I'm saying heart-centered. When we move from the heart, we know that we are being true to our soul. We are operating from a place of inner wisdom. That doesn't come from the mind. That doesn't come from, there's a confusion with the crown chakra because the mind is up there. That's our limitations. Divine inspiration passes through,
The center.
and we ground it in this meteorite. It's the perfect example of grounding divine inspiration into our center.
Wow.
And it's literally green.
Wow.
It's literally a heart chakra vibration, and that's why you feel it in the heart. This is where we need to operate from in our lives, in everything that we do. Think it through, feel it, understand it, sit with it, ground with it, and make the steps from the heart.
Wow.
Moldavite will help you do that.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's what I
So,
think.
I think that's one of the most beautiful explanations of Moldavite, and hopefully people can feel a peace so they can experience it, and most importantly, to operate from the heart, with or without Moldavite.
Love
Hopefully
it.
with it. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.